You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. Think about that for a moment. Life will throw challenges, unexpected circumstances, and shifting winds our way. We can't control the tides of change or the events that happen around us, but we can control one thing: the way we respond. And that response comes down to one powerful idea: personal responsibility. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest path. To your left, there's a rugged, winding trail that demands strength and resilience. To your right, a smooth road where someone else is in control, steering your life. The rugged path represents personal responsibility, taking charge of your choices and future. The other road, the easy path, represents a life where we let things happen to us. A life of blame, excuses, and lost potential. That choice we make in this moment shapes everything that follows. The beauty of personal responsibility is that it empowers us to choose that first path, to walk forward with purpose, taking charge of our destiny. Today we're diving deep into what it means to take ownership of your life. And that's not just about saying, I'm responsible. It's about fully embracing the power you hold over your own journey. When you choose to take responsibility for your actions, your thoughts, and your mindset, something remarkable happens. You shift from feeling like a passenger in your life to becoming the captain of your own ship. Responsibility isn't always easy. It asks us to be honest with ourselves, to let go of excuses, and to embrace the truth that our choices determine our outcomes. But this mindset is the foundation of self-empowerment. It's the building block of every success, every dream, and every achievement you want in your life. Taking ownership isn't just a decision, it's a commitment to yourself. One that says, I'm willing to do what it takes to create the life I want. By the end of this talk, my goal is for you to walk away with a clear understanding of what it means to own your life, and most importantly, how to do it. We'll cover the steps, the mindset shifts, and the small yet powerful actions that make all the difference. Whether you're looking to advance in your career, improve your relationships, or find inner peace, taking responsibility for your life is where it all begins. So together we're going to explore how taking personal responsibility opens doors to clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. We're creating a roadmap for owning your life so you can move forward with strength and confidence, knowing that the power to change lies within you. Let's embark on this journey, where every step forward is a testament to your decision to truly own your life. Section 1. Defining personal responsibility. What is personal responsibility? To truly understand the power of personal responsibility, we need to look at what it actually means. Personal responsibility is the act of taking charge of our decisions, actions, and ultimately the outcomes we experience in life. It's about acknowledging that, while we may not control everything that happens to us, we do control how we respond and what we do next. Personal responsibility means realizing that our choices shape our reality. Every decision we make, from how we spend our time to the thoughts we entertain, contributes to the life we lead. It's choosing to say, I am accountable for my own path instead of blaming others or external factors. It's about developing the courage to stand up and say, this is my life and I am responsible for what I make of it. Imagine this personal responsibility is like standing at a crossroads, with one path leading toward growth and fulfillment and the other toward complacency and regret. Owning our decisions is what drives us down that first path, even when it's difficult or uncertain. Why it matters. Now, why is personal responsibility so important? Why should it be the foundation of our approach to life? Owning our choices is crucial because it gives us power. When we take responsibility, we're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. We are the ones steering the ship. Think of it like this: when you take responsibility for your own life, you're essentially saying, I am in charge of my destiny. No one else gets to decide where you go or what you achieve. This creates a powerful sense of freedom, a feeling that your life is yours to shape as you see fit. Without personal responsibility, we're constantly looking outward, blaming others or the world for our circumstances. This mindset makes us feel powerless, like life is happening to us instead of being created by us. But when we embrace responsibility, we empower ourselves to make meaningful changes. We become the architects of our own lives, capable of building a future that aligns with our deepest desires and aspirations. Personal responsibility is also essential for long-term fulfillment. Achieving goals, building relationships, and creating a meaningful life are all deeply connected to the choices we make. When we see ourselves as the primary agents of change in our lives, we're far more likely to feel satisfied with the life we're building. Examples of personal responsibility vs. victim mentality. Let's bring this concept to life with some examples. Picture two individuals both facing similar challenges, but each taking a different approach. Example 1, career growth. Imagine a young professional, Sarah, who has been working in her job for a few years without much progression. Now, Sarah could respond to her situation in two ways. In one scenario, she decides to take personal responsibility. She assesses her skills, identifies areas for improvement, and actively seeks out resources to develop herself, whether through courses, books, or mentorship. She commits to showing up as the best version of herself every day and works diligently to add more value to her team. Sarah realizes that she can't always control the timing of her promotion, but she can control her own growth and effort. Over time, her dedication is noticed, and opportunities for advancement begin to appear. Now imagine Sarah taking the other approach, the victim mentality. In this mindset, she blames her boss for not recognizing her potential and resents her colleagues who receive promotions. She spends time complaining about her job rather than investing in her own development. Instead of looking at what she can do differently, she focuses on the obstacles she perceives. Over time, she becomes more dissatisfied and disengaged, feeling increasingly stuck and powerless. Example 2, health and fitness. Here's another example, a person named John who wants to improve his physical health. Let's say he's dealing with low energy and feels out of shape. In the personal responsibility approach, John recognizes that his daily habits play a role in how he feels. He starts making small, sustainable changes, like incorporating more vegetables into his meals, getting outside for a daily walk, and gradually increasing his physical activity. He knows that these changes may take time, but he is committed to the process because he understands that his health is his responsibility. John's consistent effort leads to noticeable improvements, and he begins to feel more energized and capable. In contrast with a victim mentality, John might blame his circumstances for his condition. He could say, "I just don't have the time to exercise," or "I have bad genetics, so there's nothing I can do." Instead of taking steps to improve, he remains stagnant, feeling helpless about his health. By placing the blame on factors outside his control, John continues to feel frustrated, and his health doesn't improve. Bringing it all together. These examples illustrate how personal responsibility and victim mentality shape our lives. Those who choose to take responsibility create opportunities for growth and change, even when circumstances are challenging. Meanwhile, those who focus on blaming others or external factors remain stuck, never unlocking their full potential. So personal responsibility isn't just a nice idea, it's a transformative force. By embracing it, we open ourselves to a life filled with possibilities, learning, and progress. We learn to own both our successes and our setbacks, and in doing so, we take control of our path forward. Section 2, the benefits of owning your life. Self-empowerment. The first major benefit of taking personal responsibility is self-empowerment. When you take ownership of your choices, actions, and outcomes, you begin to realize the influence you have over your life. This is an empowering realization, one that brings a surge of confidence and strength. No longer do you see yourself as someone at the mercy of external circumstances. Instead, you start to see yourself as the architect of your own life, capable of creating change and driving yourself toward your dreams. Imagine this sense of empowerment like a wellspring of inner strength. When you own your life, you approach challenges with the mindset of a problem solver rather than a passive observer. You no longer feel intimidated by obstacles because you understand that, while you might not control everything, you do have control over your reactions, your actions, and ultimately your direction. This sense of control builds a powerful internal confidence. It's as if you found a compass that keeps you steady no matter where life's storms may blow. This self-empowerment creates a mindset of independence and capability. You don't wait for others to fix things, and you don't waste time blaming the world for your circumstances. Instead, you become someone who takes charge, adapts, and finds solutions. This shift from victimhood to empowerment changes the way you interact with the world, filling you with the confidence to take risks, pursue dreams, and stand up for your values. Personal growth and development. Another profound benefit of personal responsibility is that it fuels your personal growth and development. When you accept responsibility for your life, you're not only holding yourself accountable, but also embracing a mindset of continuous improvement. You're willing to learn from your mistakes, adapt, and keep moving forward. Think about it this way: growth is a journey. It's about stretching beyond your comfort zone, learning new skills, and evolving as a person. When you take responsibility, you actively participate in this journey. You don't sit back, waiting for growth to happen, you seek it out. You start identifying areas in your life that could be better, your skills, your habits, your mindset, and you take deliberate steps to improve them. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself about areas where you need to grow. It's about letting go of excuses and realizing that if you're not where you want to be, there's something you can do about it. This honesty is essential for development because it allows you to see yourself clearly, without the distortions of blame or excuses. As a result, you're better able to assess what needs work and put in the effort to make meaningful changes. When you own your growth, you become a lifelong learner. You start valuing experiences, both good and challenging, as lessons that contribute to your journey. Each setback becomes a stepping stone, each mistake a chance to learn, and each success a reason to celebrate your progress. This mindset creates a powerful momentum, as each step forward strengthens your commitment to your goals and fuels your personal evolution. Building resilience. Finally, personal responsibility is key to building resilience. Life will always have its share of setbacks, losses, and difficult moments. The difficult moments. The difference between those who bounce back and those who stay down often lies in their willingness to take responsibility. When you take ownership of your life, you start seeing setbacks as temporary, as challenges that are within your power to overcome. Personal responsibility builds resilience because it teaches you to see yourself as an active participant in your story, someone who has the power to shape how events affect them. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or blaming others, you ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do next? Consider a resilient person facing the career setback like a job loss. A person who has embraced personal responsibility sees this event as a challenge to overcome, not a permanent defeat. They might feel the initial pain and frustration, but instead of letting it consume them, they focus on their next steps, updating their skills, networking, applying for new opportunities, and maybe even discovering a new career path they hadn't considered before. This approach comes from the mindset that, while they didn't choose the setback, they are responsible for their response. Personal responsibility also helps us stay emotionally strong. When we take ownership of our feelings and actions, we don't let external events dictate our emotional state. We learn to be grounded and balanced even during tough times, because we know that we control how we choose to move forward. This creates a powerful inner resilience that allows us to face adversity with courage and confidence. Resilience, in essence, is the strength to keep going, even when the path is tough. By taking responsibility, we learn that we can overcome setbacks, adapt to change, and grow through adversity. We develop an inner stability that helps us stay steady, no matter what life throws our way. And this resilience not only helps us in hard times, it gives us the courage to take risks, dream big, and keep striving toward our goals, knowing that we have the strength to bounce back if things don't go as planned. Section 3, practical steps to take personal responsibility. Taking personal responsibility isn't just a mindset, it's a set of actions and habits that we can build into our daily lives. By developing a routine of self-reflection, setting goals, staying accountable, and learning from mistakes, we can actively take ownership of our lives and steer ourselves toward fulfillment and success. Let's explore each of these steps in detail. 1. Self-reflection. The first step in taking personal responsibility is cultivating the habit of self-reflection. Self-reflection allows us to pause, look inward, and assess our life choices with honesty and clarity. By taking time to reflect on our decisions, actions, and even our thoughts, we gain insight into what drives us and whether we're aligning with our values and goals. To start, consider setting aside a few minutes each day or week to ask yourself some guiding questions. What choices did I make today that brought me closer to my goals? What actions did I take that I'm proud of? Were there any moments where I felt out of alignment with my values? How can I improve or approach things differently in the future? Reflection can be as simple as journaling, taking a walk alone to think, or having a few minutes of quiet contemplation each night. This practice helps us stay connected to our purpose, identify patterns in our behavior, and make adjustments where needed. It's about developing a strong sense of self-awareness so we can recognize areas where we may have been avoiding responsibility and commit to making better choices going forward. 2. Setting clear goals. Clear goals are essential when it comes to taking responsibility for your life. Without specific goals, it's easy to drift through life without a clear direction, reacting to circumstances rather than proactively shaping your future. Start by identifying what you truly want to achieve. Be specific and break down your vision into smaller, actionable goals. This process could involve long-term goals, such as career aspirations, personal development, or health goals. Short-term goals, which could include daily habits, monthly targets, or specific projects that bring you closer to your larger vision. Goal setting isn't just about writing down what you want to achieve, it's also about defining why these goals matter to you. Understanding your why brings a sense of purpose to your actions and keeps you motivated to follow through, even when challenges arise. When you have clear goals, you're less likely to get distracted or discouraged. Instead, you're more focused and intentional, knowing that every choice you make either moves you closer to or further from what you value most. Moreover, setting goals empowers you to evaluate your progress. You'll be able to measure your achievements, celebrate small wins, and adjust your approach if you're not getting the results you want. Clear goals are a roadmap to ownership of your life. They help you turn dreams into actionable steps and make every day a purposeful step toward your aspirations. 3. Taking small actions every day. One of the most powerful ways to take responsibility is by committing to small, consistent actions that move you forward. These daily actions may seem minor, but they build momentum over time, creating a foundation for lasting change. Taking small actions means breaking down larger goals into bite-sized steps that you can accomplish daily. For example, if your goal is to get fit, start with a 15-minute walk each day instead of overwhelming yourself with a long workout routine. If you want to develop a new skill, dedicate just 10 minutes each day to practice. The power of these small actions lies in their cumulative effect. As you take responsibility for each day, you build habits that make it easier to stay on track, even on days when motivation is low. These actions also build a sense of self-trust. Each time you show up for yourself, you're proving that you can rely on yourself, which increases confidence and self-worth. Small daily actions also reduce the pressure of taking massive leaps all at once. Consistency over intensity ensures that you're creating a sustainable path to your goals. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. This daily commitment to small actions is the cornerstone of personal responsibility. 4. Accountability. Accountability is essential for staying on track and upholding your commitment to personal responsibility. When we hold ourselves accountable, we acknowledge that we are answerable for our actions, and we're more likely to follow through on our commitments. There are a few ways to build accountability. Personal accountability, this is about setting standards for yourself and checking in regularly to ensure you're meeting them. Creating self-imposed deadlines, maintaining a journal of your progress, or setting up regular check-ins with yourself are great ways to stay accountable. External accountability, this involves enlisting someone else to help keep you on track. It could be a friend, mentor, coach, or family member who understands your goals and can give you honest feedback. Regularly updating this person about your progress, successes, and setbacks helps keep you focused and motivated. Accountability partners can provide encouragement and constructive criticism, helping you to stay grounded and avoid falling back into old habits. They can remind you of your commitment to take responsibility, pushing you to keep going even when things get tough. By making accountability a part of your routine, you're less likely to get sidetracked or discouraged. Knowing that someone else is invested in your journey reinforces your commitment to your goals and helps you stay aligned with your purpose. 5. Learn from mistakes. Taking responsibility also means embracing mistakes and using them as opportunities for growth rather than excuses to give up or blame external factors. We all make mistakes. What matters is how we respond to them. When you own your mistakes, you empower yourself to learn from them rather than letting them define you. Start by reframing the way you view mistakes. Instead of seeing them as failures, consider them as feedback. Each misstep reveals something valuable about what didn't work and offers insight into what can be improved. For example, if a project at work didn't go as planned, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What specific actions contributed to the outcome? What did I learn that will help me next time? This approach shifts the focus from blaming circumstances to taking proactive steps toward improvement. It builds resilience because over time, you learn that setbacks aren't the end of the road, they're stepping stones that lead to wisdom and growth. Learning from mistakes also fosters a growth mindset, where you see challenges as opportunities to develop new skills and perspectives. By viewing your errors as part of the learning process, you'll feel less discouraged by them and more motivated to keep moving forward. Bringing it all together. Taking personal responsibility is about integrating these practices into your life. Through regular self-reflection, setting clear goals, taking small actions, staying accountable, and learning from mistakes, you can create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Remember, these steps aren't about perfection, they're about progress. Owning your life doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or setbacks. It means that when those challenges come, you have a plan and the mindset to face them with resilience and determination. By embracing these practical steps, you're setting yourself on a path toward a more empowered, intentional, and fulfilled life. Section 4, facing challenges and obstacles. Embracing personal responsibility means understanding that life will inevitably present us with challenges and obstacles. True ownership of our lives doesn't mean that things will always go smoothly. Rather, it means that we approach setbacks with a mindset geared toward growth and resilience. In this section, we'll delve into practical ways to handle setbacks, reject excuses, and maintain emotional control in the face of adversity. Owning setbacks. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey toward success and fulfillment. When things go wrong, it can be tempting to blame circumstances, other people, or external events. But owning setbacks means accepting that we are ultimately responsible for how we respond, learn, and grow from them. Think of setbacks as valuable feedback. Each setback provides a lesson, showing us what didn't work and guiding us toward a new approach or mindset. Here are a few ways to own setbacks. Shift your perspective. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as learning opportunities. Remind yourself that every successful person has faced countless setbacks along their journey. What sets them apart is their ability to learn, adjust, and move forward. Ask constructive questions when a setback happens. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do things differently next time? This turns a passive response into an active, solutions-focused mindset. Embrace resilience. Recognize that resilience is built by overcoming challenges. The more you embrace setbacks as stepping stones, the stronger and more adaptable you become. Owning setbacks allows you to develop a growth mindset, where every obstacle becomes a building block for future success. Owning setbacks isn't about accepting defeat, it's about reclaiming control and using every experience, positive or negative, as a means of personal and professional growth. This approach fosters resilience, making you more equipped to face future challenges. Rejecting excuses. One of the most empowering aspects of personal responsibility is the ability to recognize and reject excuses. Excuses are often our mind's way of justifying inaction or avoiding accountability, and while they may offer temporary comfort, they ultimately hold us back from growth. To reject excuses effectively, try these strategies. Recognize excuses for what they are. Start by becoming aware of the excuses you tell yourself. It could be, I don't have enough time, or I'm not skilled enough. By identifying these as excuses, rather than valid reasons, you're already one step closer to overcoming them. Reframe your language. Instead of saying, I can't, try saying, I'm choosing not to, or this isn't a priority right now. This small shift in language forces you to acknowledge your role in the situation and take ownership of your decisions. Focus on solutions, not barriers. When you're tempted to make an excuse, ask yourself, what can I do instead? By shifting your focus from why something can't be done to how it can be done, you empower yourself to find creative solutions and take action. Hold yourself accountable. Accountability plays a big role in rejecting excuses. Keep a journal, find an accountability partner, or set reminders for yourself to stay honest about your progress. Knowing that you'll check in on your own commitments encourages a no-excuse mindset. Rejecting excuses requires discipline, but it's an essential part of taking control of your life. By removing the mental blocks that excuses create, you free yourself to pursue your goals with clarity and determination. Taking control of your emotions. Emotional regulation is a powerful component of personal responsibility. While we can't control everything that happens around us, we can control how we respond emotionally. Taking control of your emotions means learning to respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively, which can be the difference between constructive action and self-sabotage. Consider these ways to manage emotions effectively. Develop self-awareness. The first step in emotional regulation is awareness. Recognize your emotional triggers and patterns, and understand what causes you to react in certain ways. By identifying these, you can begin to manage them more effectively. Pause before reacting when faced with a challenging situation. Take a moment to pause before responding. This pause allows you to process your emotions and choose a thoughtful response rather than reacting impulsively. Practicing this habit helps you maintain control over how you handle obstacles. Practice mindfulness or meditation. Mindfulness practices can help you stay grounded and manage stress. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can increase your ability to stay calm and focused under pressure. It allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, giving you greater control over how you choose to respond. Choose empowering responses. Ask yourself, what's the most constructive way to respond to this situation? Rather than reacting with anger, frustration, or self-doubt, seek a response that aligns with your values and long-term goals. This might mean practicing patience, empathy, or simply walking away from a situation that doesn't serve you. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing feelings. Instead, it's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing the most effective response. When you manage your emotions, you make choices that are aligned with your highest intentions, rather than temporary feelings. This gives you a stronger foundation to handle challenges and maintain progress toward your goals. Bringing it all together. Facing challenges and obstacles with personal responsibility means owning setbacks, rejecting excuses, and taking control of your emotions. Each of these practices builds resilience, self-discipline, and emotional intelligence, making you better equipped to handle any adversity that life throws your way. Remember, challenges are an inevitable part of the journey, but it's our response to them that defines our success. By embracing setbacks as learning opportunities, refusing to make excuses, and managing our emotions, we transform every obstacle into a stepping stone, taking full responsibility for our growth and achievement. Section 5. The role of discipline in personal responsibility. Discipline is the backbone of personal responsibility. It's one thing to make promises to ourselves and set goals, but discipline is what turns intentions into consistent actions. When we have the discipline to make responsible choices repeatedly, we gain control over our lives and our futures. In this section, we'll explore why self-discipline is essential for personal responsibility, focusing on the transformative power of delayed gratification and the ability to prioritize long-term goals over short-term desires. The power of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the commitment to make choices that align with our long-term goals and values, even when it's uncomfortable, inconvenient, or challenging. It's the force that drives us to show up for ourselves, regardless of circumstances. Discipline isn't something we're born with, it's a skill we build and refine over time, becoming stronger with each choice to act in alignment with our values. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Without discipline, our goals remain dreams, our intentions remain unfulfilled, and our potential remains untapped. Self-discipline empowers us to take control of our lives by enabling us to make consistent, intentional decisions that drive us forward, even when we feel tired, discouraged, or tempted to quit. Think about some of the most successful people you admire. Chances are they achieved what they did because they practiced self-discipline daily, turning small, consistent efforts into remarkable outcomes. Whether in health, relationships, or career, discipline is a non-negotiable foundation of personal responsibility and success. Delayed gratification. One of the greatest tests of discipline and personal responsibility is the ability to delay gratification. In a world that increasingly encourages instant rewards and quick fixes, the ability to prioritize long-term success over immediate comfort is rare but essential. Delayed gratification means sacrificing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. It's choosing to study instead of scrolling through social media, saving money instead of impulsively spending, or staying committed to a health routine instead of giving in to temporary cravings. Delayed gratification builds resilience and focus, reminding us that true success requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to wait. Here's why delayed gratification is so powerful. Building willpower. Every time we choose to delay gratification, we strengthen our willpower, making it easier to make disciplined choices in the future. Willpower is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. Cultivating patience. Personal responsibility involves understanding that results don't always come immediately. Patience teaches us that good things take time and that true fulfillment often comes from enduring challenges and working hard over extended periods. Increasing long-term satisfaction. Studies have shown that people who practice delayed gratification tend to experience greater satisfaction and happiness in the long run. This is because they're more likely to reach meaningful goals and create fulfilling lives rather than settling for temporary highs that don't lead to lasting joy. Consider a classic example: saving money for a goal rather than spending impulsively. The immediate gratification of spending feels good for a moment, but the satisfaction of achieving a larger goal like buying a home, starting a business, or funding an education lasts much longer and creates a sense of accomplishment. By delaying gratification, we're taking responsibility for our future, choosing to build something meaningful rather than settling for temporary rewards. Discipline is a path to freedom. It may sound contradictory, but discipline leads to freedom. When we have the discipline to make responsible choices, we free ourselves from the constraints of impulsive decisions and fleeting desires. Discipline gives us control over our habits, emotions, and actions, enabling us to create the life we truly want, rather than being a slave to our immediate wants or fears. Imagine the freedom of being financially stable because you had the discipline to save and invest, or the freedom of good health because you made consistent choices to prioritize wellness. Discipline provides us with these forms of freedom, empowering us to live a life aligned with our deepest values and goals. When we take personal responsibility, we recognize that discipline isn't a limitation, it's a means of liberation. By disciplining ourselves, we're not restricting our lives, we're taking control of them. Discipline allows us to fully own our lives, giving us the power to decide where we want to go and how we want to get there. Bringing it all together. The role of discipline in personal responsibility is clear. Without discipline, we cannot fully own our lives. Discipline strengthens our resolve, fuels our pursuit of long-term goals, and enables us to delay gratification for the sake of meaningful accomplishments. It's a fundamental skill that every successful person has mastered, and it's one that each of us can develop with intention and practice. By embracing self-discipline, we're not just achieving our goals, we're building character, resilience, and the freedom to live in alignment with our truest selves. Discipline is the tool that bridges the gap between where we are now and where we want to be, empowering us to live fully, responsibly, and with purpose. Section 6: Inspirational Examples and Success Stories. Stories of personal transformation are powerful reminders of what's possible when we take responsibility for our lives. This section will showcase real-life examples, both well-known figures and ordinary individuals who have achieved extraordinary results by embracing personal responsibility. These stories not only highlight the benefits of owning our choices, but also inspire us to see what's possible in our own lives. Oprah Winfrey. One of the most iconic success stories of personal responsibility is Oprah Winfrey's journey from poverty to becoming a global media mogul and philanthropist. Growing up in challenging circumstances, Oprah faced poverty, abuse, and numerous obstacles. But rather than allowing her past to define her future, she took ownership of her life. Oprah often speaks about the importance of self-responsibility, explaining that her journey started with a commitment to improving herself. Her relentless pursuit of self-improvement, resilience, and accountability turned her into one of the most influential people in the world. Oprah's story is a testament to the power of taking responsibility, illustrating how ownership of one's journey can transform challenges into opportunities. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, didn't achieve success overnight. She faced a series of setbacks, from job losses to struggling as a single mother on welfare. Rowling has openly shared that, at one of the lowest points in her life, she decided to take full responsibility for her future. She pursued her passion for writing and committed herself to her work, despite rejection from numerous publishers. Her dedication to personal responsibility eventually led to the success of Harry Potter, a literary phenomenon that made Rowling one of the most successful authors of all time. Rowling's story shows that even in the face of adversity, taking responsibility can lead to remarkable success. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, known for his athleticism, charisma, and success in both wrestling and acting, Dwayne Johnson's path wasn't always easy. At one point, he had only $7 to his name. Instead of giving up, he chose to take responsibility for his future, working tirelessly to create opportunities. Johnson often shares his belief in the power of hard work, discipline, and resilience, all aspects of personal responsibility. By owning his path and embracing every challenge, he became a global superstar, turning his setbacks into stepping stones. Johnson's journey underscores the value of hard work and responsibility in achieving one's dreams. Ordinary people, extraordinary results. While famous success stories can be inspiring, there's immense value in seeing how ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary results through personal responsibility. These are people who may not be in the limelight, but have transformed their lives through a commitment to self-responsibility. The story of Sarah, a single mother who changed careers. Sarah was a single mother working long hours at a job that left her unfulfilled. Instead of feeling stuck, she made a decision to take responsibility for her career path. With no prior experience, she began studying at night and saved up to enroll in an online program for web development. It took her years of commitment and sacrifice, but she eventually landed a job in her new field. Today, Sarah has a stable career, a fulfilling role, and the flexibility to be with her children. Her story shows that personal responsibility isn't just for celebrities, it's a path that anyone can choose. The story of Mark, a young man who overcame addiction. Mark struggled with addiction for years, a journey that nearly cost him his relationships, health, and happiness. One day, he recognized that no one else could change his life for him. He had to take responsibility. With the help of counseling, a support system, and dedication to daily self-improvement, Mark rebuilt his life step by step. Now, he's sober, works in a fulfilling job, and even helps others overcome similar challenges. Mark's journey is a powerful example of how taking responsibility for one's actions and choices can lead to redemption and fulfillment. The story of Emma, a college dropout who built a business. Emma faced academic struggles that led her to leave college. Instead of feeling defeated, she took responsibility for her education and future. She taught herself digital marketing and freelanced while learning from mentors and resources online. Over time, she grew her skills, built a network, and eventually started her own digital marketing business. Emma's story highlights the importance of self-reliance and responsibility, showing how taking ownership can lead to success even without traditional paths. Why these stories matter. These stories illustrate that taking responsibility is a choice available to everyone, regardless of background, age, or circumstances. Some may come from challenging environments, while others face personal setbacks, but they all share a common thread, a willingness to take ownership of their lives. By refusing to be defined by limitations, excuses, or hardships, they built resilience, developed a strong sense of self-worth, and ultimately achieved success on their terms. These examples remind us that personal responsibility is a lifelong practice. It's a mindset that empowers us to turn challenges into achievements, setbacks into strengths, and dreams into realities, no matter where we are or what we've been through. Each of us has the power to own our lives and create the future we desire. If they can do it, so can you. Each of these stories showcases that the journey begins with a single choice to take responsibility. The individuals in these stories are proof that when we decide to own our lives, we unlock a world of possibilities. Just like them, you can transform your own life by choosing to take charge, work hard, and never give up. Section 7: Daily Practices to Build Personal Responsibility. Building personal responsibility is a journey, not a one-time decision. It's about creating daily habits that reinforce ownership, growth, and progress. In this section, we'll explore 3 powerful daily practices: journaling, visualization, and continuous learning that can serve as building blocks for personal responsibility. These simple but effective practices can deepen self-awareness, keep you focused on your goals, and foster a mindset of growth and accountability. 1. Journaling, a tool for self-awareness. Journaling is one of the most effective tools for self-reflection and clarity. Taking just a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts, experiences, and goals can help you understand yourself better, recognize patterns, and identify areas for improvement. Here's how journaling supports personal responsibility. Promotes reflection. Journaling allows you to reflect on the choices you make and the actions you take. By writing down what went well and what didn't, you become more aware of your decisions and learn from your mistakes. Identifies patterns. When you review your journal entries over time, you can see patterns in your behavior, thoughts, and reactions. This helps you understand what may be holding you back or propelling you forward. Increases accountability. When you commit your goals, plans, and reflections to paper, you create a record of your intentions. This makes you more accountable to yourself and motivates you to follow through on what you set out to do. How to start? Begin by setting aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to journal. Write about your daily goals, challenges, and any insights you gain throughout the day. You might also include reflections on how you handled difficult situations and how you could improve. Over time, this practice will deepen your self-awareness and reinforce your commitment to personal responsibility. 2. Visualization, the power of seeing your goals. Visualization is a technique where you mentally picture yourself achieving your goals. By vividly imagining your future success, you create a mental roadmap that helps you stay focused, motivated, and aligned with your aspirations. Visualization can be a powerful practice to reinforce personal responsibility by reminding you of the outcomes you want to create in your life. Creates a clear vision. When you visualize your goals, you create a clear and compelling picture of what you want to achieve. This vision serves as a guide, helping you make decisions that align with your long-term aspirations. Strengthens motivation. Seeing yourself succeed, even in your mind, strengthens your motivation to take the necessary actions. Visualization helps to energize your goals, reminding you why you're putting in the effort every day. Reinforces accountability. Visualization isn't just about dreaming, it's about planning. By visualizing the steps you'll need to take, you're mentally preparing yourself to take responsibility for each action along the way. How to start? Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your goals. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and imagine yourself achieving your aspirations. Try to make the visualization as vivid as possible. Picture where you are, how you feel, and the details of the outcome. This mental exercise helps reinforce your commitment to your goals and reminds you that you're responsible for bringing them to life. 3. Continuous learning, a commitment to growth. Personal responsibility goes hand in hand with personal growth. When you take responsibility for your life, you commit to learning and improving every day. Continuous learning isn't just about gaining new knowledge, it's about embracing the mindset of growth and progress. This habit not only enriches your life, but also strengthens your ability to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. broadens your perspective. Learning exposes you to new ideas, skills, and viewpoints. This broadened perspective can help you make better decisions and approach challenges with a fresh outlook. Builds confidence. The more you learn, the more confident you become in your abilities. Continuous learning enables you to develop new skills, empowering you to take on greater responsibilities and challenges. Reinforces accountability. When you make learning a daily habit, you're actively choosing to grow and improve. This commitment to self-improvement is a powerful form of personal responsibility, as it shows you're invested in becoming the best version of yourself. How to start. Dedicate a small amount of time each day to learning something new. This could be reading a chapter of a book, watching an educational video, or listening to a podcast on personal development. By making learning a part of your daily routine, you'll continuously expand your skills and reinforce your commitment to personal responsibility. Putting it all together. But these three practices, journaling, visualization, and continuous learning, serve as daily reminders that you are the creator of your own life. By consistently incorporating them into your routine, you'll develop a stronger sense of ownership and purpose. Each practice reinforces the others, helping you stay aware of your actions, focused on your goals, and committed to your growth. Through journaling, you gain clarity about where you are and where you want to go. With visualization, you remind yourself of the future you're working toward. And through continuous learning, you equip yourself with the tools to overcome challenges and grow. Taken together, these practices empower you to take full responsibility for your life and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Remember, the journey of personal responsibility begins with small, intentional steps. Start incorporating these practices into your life today, and watch how they transform your mindset, empower your actions, and ultimately help you achieve the life you desire. As we close, let's return to the core message. Taking personal responsibility is the first step toward a truly fulfilled and successful life. When you take ownership of your actions, your decisions, and your path, you're empowering yourself to create the life you want. Personal responsibility is the foundation of self-respect, resilience, and growth. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. Embrace this truth, and you'll find that you have the power to overcome challenges, make meaningful progress, and achieve your dreams. No change happens overnight, but you don't have to wait for tomorrow. Begin today. Take a small step, no matter how simple. That will bring you closer to the life you desire. Maybe it's setting a new goal, evaluating a recent decision, or committing to one positive habit you want to build. Each action you take today is a step toward building a responsible, empowered life. Before you leave, I challenge you to take a moment to reflect. What's one area of your life where you could take more responsibility? Is there something you've been avoiding, blaming others for, or feeling powerless about? Identify it, commit to making a change, and take that first small action. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and sharing it with others who could benefit from these insights. Remember, the journey to a fulfilling life begins with personal responsibility, and that journey starts right now. Make the choice, take the action, and own your life.